What's up, YouTube friends? How's it going? Hope you're having a fantabulous day. Just kind of a short, fun update, I guess, video for you today. I'm going to do a little prep work for Street Machine Nationals, which is next week. Really just kind of cosmetic stuff because, well, yeah, whatever. Car's got to look good too. Come on now. So what we're going to be doing today is I got to replace this Mach 1 chin spoiler. I've got a different style that's kind of like it's almost like a splitter. If you could tell, this car is so low on the front. You see the scrapes and everything down there. So this chin spoiler is torn up. If you go back and watch any of the videos where, like drive videos where I start out in the driveway on this car, you will hear this thing scrape on my driveway every single time. it's just so low, and that thing, I love the look, but it is torn up. So we're gonna try the style that's almost kind of like a splitter. It comes out further, and I don't think as far down. So hopefully that'll help. We are going to install some fog lights because I don't know, I want some fog lights. I picked out some yellow ones. You know, hopefully they look kind of cool, but I don't know, whatever. It's something different. I guess the biggest part of this video is going to be showing you guys how to wire those up without needing an additional switch inside the car. Nice and clean under the hood. What we're going to do is use one of these relays here, and all this stuff is relatively cheap. Going to use one of these relays, and we're going to trigger these fog lights off of the running lights. So anytime that you flip your running lights on, the fog lights are going to come on with it. Some people don't like that, but let's be honest. Is there really ever a situation, other than like maybe taking pictures or something, that you're going to be using your running lights alone without the fog lights? You might as well use a relay, wire them in so that whenever you turn on your running lights, it trips the relay and turns your fog lights on. It's easy, it's clean, you don't have to wire another switch. It's probably the best case scenario. The other week I didn't film this, but I got tired of how my body guy put on my GT500 spoiler. It's pretty clear that this has got a lip on the back of the spoiler that's designed to, I know it's for a Mustang, but it's pretty obvious that that should go against the outside lip of a trunk. He did not. He just put it on top of the trunk. It didn't fit right. It looked goofy. I didn't like it. So I got a cheap eBay spoiler. I modified it to my liking, color matched it to the car, and now we have kind of a wicker bill style spoiler. Nothing too crazy, but it fits my needs. I like it. So that's already done. I don't think I need to show you guys a video on prepping and painting a spoiler. You guys can probably figure that out. It's pretty basic body work. So with that, we'll jack the car up and I guess try and get this new guy fitted. Probably put some body tape on it, figure out where the holes are going to need to be. Use the same holes that for mounting the other chin spoiler, and we'll go from there. And so I got the new splitter installed. Pretty happy with how it came out. A little bit different look there. Almost kind of a actual splitter look instead of just a front chin spoiler. I didn't film that because I fought the damn thing like everything on this car. The guy who I had put the chin spoiler on in the first place is when I initially had body work done to this. And I told the body guy, well, while you're in there, just go ahead and throw it on there. He used like heavy duty stuff. Where did I throw that stuff at that he used? Yeah, this is the stuff that he used. Some screws, and it was like heavy duty, but it wasn't good quality, so it rusted right away, and I almost didn't get the damn thing off. So that took me an entire day in classic fashion. Here I'm on the second day of working on the car. So now we're going back to replacing the, well, actually we're going to be replacing the headlights too. I don't think I mentioned that earlier. I've got new housings, and I want to thank Oxilam for sending these over. for me to try out. These are supposed to be some of the best LEDs for stock housings out there. You can find them on Amazon, and I'll put a link in the description to these particular bulbs. So we'll throw those in with the new housings, and then we'll get the relay wired up for the fog lights. Then we can start on all that. The first impression of these Oxilam LED bulbs is this is already a vast improvement over what I was running. I did convert the car to LED headlights, but as you can see my old setup here, in this dust boot, I had to cut holes so that I could actually run the connector outside the dust boot, because of course classic older style LEDs designed to go in factory housings always had this pigtail nonsense and all that. These look like they just go right in where the factory bulb goes, no fuss, no muss. So that is already a huge improvement over what I had been doing. With that being said, I've got no doubt that these will probably be much better as far as light output than what I'm currently running. All right, so yeah, that's fantastic already. Right in the factory housing, no fuss, no muss. Replaces your regular old halogen bulb there. And look, I can actually run a dust boot that doesn't have holes cut in it. No more extra wiring nonsense. So that's pretty cool. I could just throw this dust boot on, and yeah, all right. I can say, at least from my own experience, that is probably the best factory replacement LED bulb for a housing I've ever seen. Looks like it's got, I can't tell if that's heat sinks or if it's fans. Looks like it does have a mini built-in fan, so that'll just self-cool itself right inside the housing. That's pretty cool. I like that, guys. Go check these out. They've got lots of bulbs for different applications. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. Well, I'm not entirely sure what's going on with my microphone, so hopefully the audio doesn't suck for the rest of this video. But this is Relay 101. So you've got your just eBay relay here. You can get these, they're Chinesium, of course. You've got your 2 trigger wires here. So if you're wanting to run, say, fog lights and run them off of your running lights, you're going to tap into your brown wire and your black wire. That's your ground, and the brown wire is for your running lights. On your Crown Vic, this corner light, if you want to use that, is only going to have your brown and your black, so there's no guesswork there. If you're going to tap into your center lights, which this doesn't have, it's again going to be brown and black. Your white wire with the color is for your turn signals. So you tap into those two, right? That's going to trigger the relay, and you run your positive through, and of course this is Chinese because the wires are just completely mismatched on what they're supposed to be. You're going to run like your positive wire through there, and that'll complete the circuit whenever the relay is tripped. Simple as that. You get it wired up, spliced in, and then your fog lights will turn on when your running lights come on. That's simple. So just a quick recap on wiring any lights or accessories with a relay triggered off of another function in the vehicle. So I've got my fog light or running light wires from each side, and they're wired in right here. The negative I ran straight to the battery. The positive wire then comes into the relay. This is a pass-through, and of course this is Chinese, so this is, the wire colors are goofy, but this pass-through is red to black, right? So that's basically your switch. The relay is the switch. And then, of course, that runs to your positive. And you have your trigger wires, which is this red or white and yellow here. And these trigger wires, as you can see, go through the fender. And those are hooked up to the running lights, or your parking lights, whatever you want to call them. I tapped into those wires, so essentially whenever I use my main headlight switch and put it to the running light position, fog lights turn on too. Once again, how often are you ever going to be driving with just your running lights and not want your fog lights too? Well, there you have it. I'm happy with how those came out. And I hope that any of you guys who are looking to add fog lights or something to your car and are worried about not having that factory fog light switch, I hope that helps you out with a good, proper way to wire auxiliary lights without having to add an additional switch or anything inside the car. Those are just running, obviously, off the running lights on the car. But pretty much ready for street machines, just working on cleaning up the car a little bit, doing a little routine maintenance. She's just sitting here purring away. And thank God for that. Had a little bit of a crisis yesterday. I was updating my tune. I wanted a little bit more pressure in my 2 to 3 shift than what was currently on the tune. And my daughter, God bless her, as the tune was uploading to the car, and she loves Daddy's blue car. She likes to be sitting in the seat and doing this and that. She decided she was going to turn the key off in the middle of the tune. And of course that bricked the ECU. The tuner had issues. So I just want to give a huge shout out to Marty and Jeff at Moe's Speed Shop, and of course SCT Flash Tuners for their support as well in getting all that straightened out. It was a complete no start issue. You turned the key and nothing happened. The ECU was cooked. So huge shout out for them for saving the day, and then onwards to oh yeah, there's the culprit right there. But going to Street Machine Nationals tomorrow in the Street Machine Challenge, representing Panther cars against all manner of other sports cars, muscle cars, etc. In the Street Machine Challenge. So wish me luck there. Thank you for watching the video. Just kind of a fun little update on what I was doing with the car. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing, liking the videos, commenting. We're happy to have you here on the channel. Anyway, thanks again, guys, and most importantly, have an awesome day.